Well, hello this evening. It's a Monday, and we have known for a week about the new changes to YouTube. So I kind of wanted to follow up with a video that I released yesterday and wanted to talk about maybe what is your plan for your channel. And this is one of my plans, and that's to go live. And this is an impromptu live. I was just in another live with Gen X. Can't remember her whole channel, but it was a good live. And sitting there thinking, she's talking about creating more than you consume. I just consumed a little over an hour in that live, and I thought, okay. I've had several people tell me, just go live. So I have. So, hi, Catherine. Thanks for hopping on. Just thought I'd go live for a little while. It's part of the plan to do more lives. Hi, Debbie Sue. Because, that's what's going to help with my watch hours is to go live more. And I'm not always real sure when I'm going to be able to hop on here. Hi, Cheryl. It's Monday. It really is. How was your Monday? Going back to work. I don't work on Mondays. Well, I don't work outside the home. So I've been doing some house cleaning, and I've been working on an area in my garage for about a month. Finally got it finished. And cleaned out a bunch of empty boxes. I don't know why we keep empty boxes, but I might need them. But when I've got too many, then I need to do something with them. And I had folded some up, broke them down, folded them up, found a place for them, and moved stuff around to where I've still got to go through some stuff I brought home in October from my salon and decide what I'm going to do with that stuff. So, that's Rob just put out a video. What's it about, Catherine? Cheryl says she's on the couch trying to read 10-day detox. Well, I lost another pound, so that's good. That's 3 watch hours. Yes, it's all the buzz. It's all the buzz about watch hours. So I watched a really good video by Tim, the new retired me, I think is his channel. But he put out a video about, and had some good tips about, maybe some things you should do to increase watch hours. And Catherine said, Cheryl, it's a great book. Yes, Rhonda, you're looking good. I know. I wore a pair of shorts Saturday evening. They're a pair of really nice shorts, and I've kept them because they were a size 6, and I could wear them. I was so excited. So, hi, Mike. How are you? Got a good crew here for an impromptu live. I know that I don't know. I like to plan my lives like this to where I've kind of got a topic, and I really didn't have a topic, but I thought that was a good title. So I'm going to try to go live on Tuesday, Thursdays about 6:30. I'll have to figure that out, but I do have a topic for one of my lives, and that's what I was told by a trusted friend who's a creator on here, that she really enjoyed the lives that I used to do in the evening where I kind of had a topic. Even though we didn't stay on the topic, my lives never stay on the topic. They go all over the place. And so that's, I think, I don't know, that's just my personality is to go with the chat. Wherever y'all want to take me off and chase rabbits, we can go do that. And so, any of y'all, I mean, all right, Cheryl's monetized, Mike's monetized. I know Catherine's trying to get there. Simply Debbie Sue says you always have great lives. I love the video where you just filmed it. Just it was thundering in the background, and you could hear the rain come and kind of soft, and it sped up, then it faded off, and I thought that was great. Living Blessed, hi, welcome in. So, have I written down your name? I have some names of some people. No. What's your first name? Living Blessed. Simply Debbie Sue said, thanks, Rhonda. I filmed another one today. It was a huge storm. LOL. Yeah. that would be. Hi, Pam. Yeah, you did, Cheryl. It was good. Joanne. Hi, Joanne. Living Blessed. See, you have to write that down. So I will remember. So this is Pam, just stopping in as long as I can. Dinner is basically on the table. You waiting for the hubs to get home? We ate earlier. Hi, Miss M. So Debbie Sue said, Cheryl, I saw your comment. I will reply back tonight to the question you asked. So Catherine saying hello to Pam. So, yeah, I don't really know if some of y'all have actually made a plan, but I did sit down and plan some things out. The really great thing about Tim's video was he talked about, to go to the little star in the studio, which is their AI, and ask it, how do I improve people watching my video through the video, and it will give you an honest, recap of your video, and that's to improve watch time hours on your long forms. I did watch that, Pam. It's really short. It looks so cute. It does look cute. And it was like, wow. She started cutting her bangs. I was thinking, ooh, those are short. Judith. What is Judith's channel, Pam? I watched a video of her cutting her own hair in the bathroom. So I was like, well, you did a pretty good job with that. So, hi, Trekking with Deb and Mike. Hello, welcome in. Where are y'all trekked off to? That didn't sound too good. Living life with Judith. Yes. Yeah. So, and she told the lady all the stuff she did. And I thought, tell her you ride a motorcycle. Tell her you ride a motorcycle. Colorado. Is it cooler there? It was 106 degrees here today. It's supposed to be like that for the rest of this week and through most of next week. And then it's supposed to cool off. The cool weather is supposed to drop. Catherine, you should have cooler temperatures soon. I retired, and all of a sudden I become the weatherman. I keep up with the weather. Now, I've always liked storm chasers. I've always had a thing about tornadoes, watching tornadoes. So, I like to watch the storm chasers. And I kind of got out of that for a while, especially when you live through a huge tornado. So it was 80 something. I'm looking forward to them cooler temperatures. And where we go, it's real close to you, as we've talked about, Catherine. But the river that runs through where we're at, it's spring fed, and it's about 50 degrees. The water is about 50. It's been really hot down there, and it's been about 55, but it'll be pretty cold when we go. Um, and it makes it cooler than it is in Cassiville. Cassiville's a little town that's real close to Roaring River, Missouri. So, who is close to monetization? Well, oh, my hours, Cheryl, my hours, I've dropped now below, I had almost 3,000 hours. Like I was 48 away from 3,000 hours, 48 hours. And then they started coming off. And now I'm at 38, 79 or something like that. It's like, not 38, 28. So sounds like heaven, Rhonda. It is really nice down in there. Living Blesses, my channel is monetized. That's great, Joanne. It, when you're monetized, it kind of removes the angst of, I don't know. I just think it would, because and I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. It was a goal. I wanted to reach it. And bye, Pam. Have a great supper. And so it just, and you know what? I feel like it was God in luck that got me monetized. Well, I prayed and asked God for it. I thank Him for it, is what I do. And of course, I have to add, if that's your will for me, but pray like it's all up to God, and I work like it's all up to me. That's what I was taught, and be committed. You have to be committed, do what it takes, have what you want, is the way I've always, kind of been taught. And it's a philosophy of mine, and everything I've worked at, I've succeeded at until this. And it has been a struggle. I think that my niche is hard to grow. But the thing about my niche is that I have, and every time I do an audit or anything, they always tell me that I have, the one most important thing, and that is a strong, loyal community, which I do have. And I'm thankful for that. So, rebounding with Cheryl. Question: I have YouTube Premium, so I don't get ads. Does that hurt or help channels when I watch playlist? Well, I think the thing with that is they get the watch hours, but I think that anyone that has a premium that watches, you get, I don't know, a little cut of that or something. YouTube is humbling. It sure is, Deb and Mike. So Miss M has YouTube Premium as well. So Living Blessed makes a great point. You're a success already, Rhonda. Yes, I am. And it's how you measure success. It's just a goal. It doesn't make me successful on YouTube. It's just a goal. And I'm so goal oriented. This being my age, I've had my channel 3 years, and I've been in recovery and working on myself for 31 years. And, self-improvement. And I've learned more about myself, seems like, in the last 3 years doing this YouTube stuff. Oh, Miss M said that sucks. I'm sorry, everyone, but I will support you all. Well, it doesn't affect the watch time hours. And I watched Just Krista, and she was very, very good, because I thought, I don't know how to figure out how many hours are going to come off between now and February. And she did a video that I watched today that showed exactly how to do that. And I forgot, where did I put I did some scribbling. And it was like, okay, I'm going to have, okay, here they are. 1,080 hours come off between now and February 1st. So Rebounding with Cheryl says, do you want to hear something funny? I'm almost at 400 videos and my husband has never watched one video. I believe it. My husband doesn't watch mine. He did kind of at first, and he told me I can't watch because you don't seem like yourself. And you know, I know what he was talking about because it I have, as Mrs. G would say, that sassy personality that, like I am on my lives, but in my videos, that doesn't come out. I think that has kind of had to progress, and I'm more like that now. So Debbie Sue said, mine either, Cheryl. Catherine said, why though, y'all? Cheryl said, he only wants me to make money. Well, if he'd watch, if he has a different account, that would help you make money, would it not, Cheryl? I even, would I've run my playlist before on our we have another computer in the kitchen that's for business stuff. This in here is my online business computer. And this is my YouTubicle and this is where I do it. So this is my computer I do it on. And so every once in a while I'll go in there and run a playlist or something. He's like, have you been on my YouTube channel again? I said, yeah. I he's it's so I asked and he said it was okay, but I don't think he likes it, so I quit. Oh, Cheryl said he there's Mrs. G. I just mentioned you, Mrs. G. How you talk about me being sassy. Now, Pam was just here. She says she's salty. Well, I'm sassy. You got another one besides the one you just got, or is that the one you're talking about? Mrs. G, glad you made it. Catherine said, and I gave up on Facebook. Only a couple of people on there watch, so I don't promote it all. I heard that wasn't good to do because it skews the algorithm. So I quit doing that too. How true that is, I don't know, Catherine, but I have Entreaty on YouTube besides my channel that my other name, my regular name on Facebook. And I have Instagram. And I would post on both when I'd release a video. And I don't know where I heard that. I did that the first year. Okay, I heard that if you put a video out and say you hit copy and you post it over on Facebook or your Instagram, that it will that it because you've got people coming in from those platforms that maybe don't normally watch you or watch YouTube or whatever, and they're a one-time wonder. And so, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard. That's what they say. Who are they? So I guess if Rob says it or Kevin Colby says it, then I might take that to heart. But I don't know where I heard that. So Catherine said, sure it does, Rhonda. People on Facebook will sub, then not watch. Yeah. Mrs. G, I just got home and saw your live title. Yep. What's your plan, Mrs. G? You don't have to have one because you're monetized. Hi, Chris. How are you doing this evening? Did you go watch TV with your dad, or are you double dipping? That's what I call it if you're watching TV and you're yeah. So Chris says, good evening, Catherine. Cheryl said, Rob says not to do it. Okay. That's what I thought. I mean, I watched a lot of his stuff at first, but now I can't. I'm working on Tuesdays, so I don't get to watch his lives, and I might watch. Um, I might watch some of the replay, but they're so long. Mrs. G said, Rhonda, I do still need a plan. What do you need a plan for, Mrs. G? What are you going to plan? Rebounding with Cheryl. You can share, but wait 7 days, I heard. Yes. And, and I have done that, like a video that I thought would be real good for those. That's how I started, Cheryl. I was on Facebook. I'd make a video and post it on Facebook. They were about 3 to 5 minutes. And I had a lot of people watching them and that sort of thing. But when my son said, Mom, you need to quit messing with Facebook, put videos, start a YouTube channel. So I did. So I just would tell my Facebook people to come to my YouTube channel. And, anyway, you can share, but wait 7 days. I heard. Okay, I read that. Miss M. Hey, Mrs. G. Mike said, plan to get the silver play button. Are you talking to Mrs. G? Plan to get the silver play button. Cheryl said, there you go, Mike. Devin, trekking with Devin Mike. Say hi, Mike. Mrs. G said, for my channel, even though I'm monetized, I need the revenue to pick up. That means I need more views. Okay, so what are you going to do to get more views, Mrs. G? Make some long form content to go along with your lives. Haha, right, Mike. So I'm going to do more lives, but I've really upped my game on my long forms. I have 2 that are in the queue, and and what's real funny, I have 2 in the queue. I have another one recorded that's in my editing, and that one that I put out yesterday, I don't know. I woke up and was thinking about that. I need to do a video about that. And so I just sat down and did that. Put it in my iMovie, edited it, and posted it. And it has trended pretty good for views for me. But I knew when I did the 10-day detox that would not really be a very good thing for my channel, because it's a new pillar of my niche that I had not been promoting a whole lot, but it's one that I do want to promote, and I knew it would affect my views. So that said, I did all of that, and then this comes out, and it's like, oh, anyway. Mrs. G said, ha, right, Mike. Mike said, hello, Mike and Deb. Hello, Miss G. Cheryl said, get sponsors. Right. Mrs. G said, maybe try to do at least 2 videos a week. Yep. Hey, Gary. What you up to? He's saying hello to everybody. Just K. Oh, there's Krista. Just Candidly Krista. That's her YouTube channel. I was talking about, Krista, I was talking about the video that you did that helped me figure out how many hours are going to come off between now and February 1st for me, so that I would know how many hours I need to get. So that was very informative. Cheryl said, Gary, I knew you would come. So, oh, he said, I come when I see it, Debbie Sue. Kenneth said, I watched a little Fox News with my dad, but then it got boring, so we decided to use our computers. That's great, Chris. I'm glad you're here. Krista said, hi, Debbie Sue. Gary saying hello to Cheryl. He's just working. He said hello to Catherine, and he said hello to Chris. Catherine said, Krista. Gary said, I'm up to about 5'9". Oh, so I guess I'm short. Nah, I'm short, 5 foot nothing. So Krista said hi to Catherine and to Gary at YouTube Police. Chris said, good evening, YouTube Police. Living Blessed. Joanne said, I need to increase my revenue also. My 7-8 minute videos take 5+ hours to film and edit. This prevents me from posting more often. What's your channel about? 50+ hours to film and edit? Wow. I did that one that I just put out in 30 minutes. Recorded it, edited it, and posted it. Mrs. G said, Gary, sup? Catherine said, I need so many I can't even mention, but I'm up for the challenge. My rolling year is October. You got a little leeway, Catherine, because right at first, if you were like me, unless you right off the bat got a bunch of views. So watching your playlist with the detox. Thanks, Deb and Mike. That's great. I think that will, over time, will do really well because I think people will go back and watch it because it's about a plan and it's day by day. And it's one of those that they like that people can binge on their TV. So Krista said, hello, Kenneth. Joanne's channel is amazing. I'm going to have to go watch it. Chris said, good evening, Mrs. G. YouTube, please. Some of my videos took a long time to edit. I prefer the ones where I don't have to do so much editing, like the one I showed myself cutting the grass. That was fairly simple. Yeah. Living Blessed said, my channel is garden thrifting, repurposing, decorating, and living on less. I'm going to go check it out. Chris said, good evening, Cheryl. Mrs. G. Gary, you're taking a break from YouTube. And YouTube Police, who is Gary, said, though I have a pretty creative idea for some short, longer format videos, should be very interesting. Sounds interesting. Cheryl said, hi, Chris. Living Blessed. Thank you, Cheryl. YouTube Police. Yes, more or less, Mrs. G. Krista said, hi, Cheryl. All right. Catherine said, Joanne, oh, I will need your help when we get on our land. I've never gardened. Oh, yes, I bought a tomato plant this year. It hasn't done real well. Maybe you can help me, Joanne. It's kind of a little bit pitiful. I got 2 tomatoes off of it. Hasn't grown a whole lot more. Has no blooms. It's a little sickly thing. I've trimmed back some of the leaves. So, all right. YouTube Police says, I think I will still be doing my series with Jerry. 2 dudes give clues, but that's only once a month. Yeah. Mike said, sup, Gary. Cheryl, Krista, did you upload a video today? I think she did. I saw another one later, but didn't have time to watch it. Oh, and so how are you gonna promote that, Mrs. G? Mrs. G said, Rhonda, did you see my message? Chilled, I got an offer from sponsors for a bra. Oh, Joanne said, sounds good. Catherine, Debbie Sue said, Mrs. G, LOL. Chris, good evening, Mike. Catherine, Mrs. G, you would have to model it, LOL. Rebounding with Cheryl, LOL. Oh, Krista said, yes, I did, Cheryl, in a video clip tomorrow promoting my tutorial on Wednesday. Cheryl said, nice. Yeah. Mrs. G said, Miss Debbie, you know that ain't happening. Chris. Good evening, Debbie Sue. Hi, Joshua. I'm still laughing at Mrs. G. You could have little J. Little J could model it. Cheryl, LOL, don't laugh at me. Cheryl laughing. No, it's Rhonda. Your husband would like it. I don't know. That's funny. I think that's really funny. My goodness. Oh, heck. No, Rhonda. You mean little J wouldn't model it? Living Beth. Cheryl, loved your video when you met one of your viewers. I haven't seen that. Is that on your rebounding or your prayer channel, Cheryl? Krista said the video clips are short, though. This one tomorrow is just over 1 minute. I don't do shorts, only clips. Okay. Gary said, I'd watch it, but I am not your target audience, Mrs. G. Joshua said he liked your rain sound, Debbie Sue. Debbie Sue said, Mrs. G, I've noticed they have bra ads before some of my videos, LOL. Oh, Cheryl said, thanks, Joanne. Oh. Debbie Sue said, hi, Joshua. Thank you. How are you? Gary said, sorry if I missed anybody. Cheryl said, when I met Miss TT. Oh, yes. Okay, I watched that one. Yeah. Mrs. G said, y'all wrong for laughing. I'm getting Miss TT to do it. Okay. Mrs. G say, you funny, Gary. Gary said, I used to think so, Mrs. G. Do you not think you're funny anymore, Gary? Have you lost your sense of wonder? Is life weighing you down? There's nothing like a good laugh. Oh, Krista's leaving us. Good night, Krista. Joshua said, I'm doing great, Debbie Sue. How about you? And Debbie Sue said she's doing good, living blessed. I have a phone call I have to return. Have a blessed evening. Bye, Joanne. Krista, get some rest. Oh, you too, please. I think I'm getting old. Now they consider me just grumpy. Are you a grumpy old man? You could start a new channel, Grumpy Old Man 29. How's that? Oh, Mrs. G said, take care, Joanne. Everyone knows Joanne but me. I'm going to have to go visit her channel. So she has a number behind her name too, doesn't she? So Debbie Sue and Kelly met. That's great, Joshua. That's a good idea, Rhonda. What's a good idea? Oh, about Gary doing Grumpy Old Man 29. I'm sure that's probably already taken. I haven't looked it up, but most everything I've checked, it's taken already. So, where did I write that down? I have to write everything down or I don't remember. So, who's getting old, Gary? I'm not grumpy, though. I'm sassy. I'm a sassy old woman. So Debbie said, yes, we did, Joshua. She is very nice. Gary said the same thing with me, darling. Just getting old. I have to write it all down. I don't remember. Well, I think a lot of it is it helps me not get muddle-brained because if I write it down, then I don't have to hold it in my head or try to remember it. So that just kind of helps me. I've got it right here. And then if I write it down, because I wrote it out and I see it, then I remember it because I am a visual learner. And that's, I just, mm, Josh said, and you are too, Debbie, the magic of Simply Debbie Sue. Isn't that the truth? YouTube, please, said Ron, are you going to see about getting a bra endorsement as well? Y'all could do a challenge or a playlist at least. No, I do have one sponsorship. That's with this rebounder. And I'm going to make I've had it a month today. So I want to do another video about the benefits of rebounding. So anyway, Debbie Sue said, that's sweet of you, Joshua. Mrs. G said, oh my God, Gary. Yeah, oh well. Hey, Gary's Gary, right? He didn't think I could handle him. First time I met him, he said he had to be nice because he didn't think I could handle him, but I don't think that's a problem now. You too, please. Well, I hope for everyone all your dreams are realized but one. That way you will still have something to shoot for. So true. Catherine, I'd be afraid to have a sponsor. I'm not good at putting contraptions together. Well, my husband helped me with my rebounder. So, yeah, I got some great arms. So, do my strength training. Speaking of strength training, any of you youngins, if y'all aren't doing some sort of strength training, you better start now because, man, losing muscle, I've really noticed a big difference in the last 6 months. So you could do that bro commercial. I don't think so, Mrs. G. I've gotten pretty vulnerable on here, but I don't think I could do that one. Josh said, I could give you a big hug if you want to. If I'm there, Debbie Sue. Yay, Catherine. I am doing strength training at the gym. That's great, Catherine. You keep doing that. Keep doing that. Gary said he's going to keep an eye out for yours, Mrs. G. So Cheryl said, great, Catherine. Yeah, strength training. I've always done strength training and it's always been pretty good. But, last year I watched that Dr. Stacy Sims, and she was on Mel Robbins' podcast, and she talked about, Mel asked her, how's the best way to build muscle, when you get older? And she said to lift heavier weights and lower reps. I was like, okay. So I was using 5 pounds and I increased gradually to 10 pounds and I do lower reps and it made all the difference. It just made all the difference. I just can't even tell you. So it was a great thing. And I've watched a lot of her other stuff about how to build muscle. So Cheryl said, I had to cut back on the heavier weights because of the issues in my neck, unfortunately. That's true, Cheryl. I mean, you have to look at that type of stuff. Catherine said, that is when those old guys will let me on the machines. They're greedy up there. Are they grumpy, Catherine? They grumpy like Gary? Cheryl said, I had to cut back on. Okay, I read that one. Chris is saying, good night, Debbie Sue. Joshua, do you like magic stuff, Catherine, or just regular? Chris said, good night, everyone. Good night, Chris. Have a good evening. Some of them, yep, grumpy. Grumpy old men hogging the machines. No magic, Joshua. Well, it's pretty interesting, because I couldn't hardly get down on the floor, and if I did, I couldn't get up. It's not a problem anymore. I can do a complete squat, and I couldn't do that before either, because of my knee. But my knees, I don't know, those muscles support my knee. I can crawl around on the floor, my hands and knees. I've been able to do that. All of that stuff I couldn't do a year ago, and now I can. And that's, it's just amazing that the strength and the muscles that it increased. I had my arms were decent, but man, I've never had anybody make comments about my arms, and that's all y'all talk about is my arms. And I've always said I was going to continue to strength train so that I could wear short sleeves because it gets so hot here. But man, it really did composition. Now, if I could get rid of my back fat, I'd have it made. Okay. YouTube Police said, I'll have to look into it, Mrs. G, but I already have at least 5 channels I've been ignoring. Oh, you got one something dog channel, and what's the other one? I don't know. Is this mainly the one that you're on, Gary? Is your YouTube Police 29? I right now, one channel. I thought it'd be fun to do a second channel and do hair and makeup and talk about fashion, makeup and hair and all of that. And no, I just no. It's a lot of channels. 2 is a lot. I thought, no, get monetized. I might do some of that. Mrs. G said, do it, Rhonda. Will you talk about doing another channel with your cats? Do a cat channel. What is that? A cat channel. So have you done that, Mrs. G? 2 of them are monetized. Yeah. Melody, hi. What's your first channel about? Well, I only have one channel. It's this one. It's Entreaty by Rhonda Hensley. And my channel is about personal development and self-improvement. And I talk about mental health, spiritual health, and physical health. I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I talk about my experience of being in recovery from codependency and completely changing my life. And now I'm a therapist. So YouTube. Oh, Belt Loop 29. Yes, they're both monetized. Yeah. Mrs. G says, shh, Rhonda, don't tell. Well, that's what my channel's about. Melody asked me. Welcome in, Melody Rose. So Joshua said, when I mentioned my friend to Larissa about Simply Debbie Sue, Kelly subscribed to her. I thought Larissa did. Oh, well, Debbie Sue's, her stories and her voice and she's calming, and her stories are just phenomenal. She needs to publish them in a book. So they are so good is all I can say. Cheryl's doing great holding down 2 channels. She is, Mrs. G. I don't know how she does it. And, some of that is Cheryl said you can have 2 monetized channels, but not 2 AdSense. Oh, that's interesting. Debbie Sue said, thank you, Rhonda. Yes, I love your stories, Debbie Sue. YouTube Police, my channels are about nothing. Whatever comes out of my mouth, I have never planned a single live stream, and that's mostly what I do, Melody. Oh, there's his. I told you mine. So that's what my live streams, I plan something and talk about it a little bit, and then I just go with the flow on the rest of it because I like flying by the seat of my pants. Apparently you two do. You do. I can't talk. Mm-mm. You do too, Gary. Just talk about whatever. Yeah. So YouTube said cute critters, Belt Loop 29 eats out, Belt Loop 29 homestead, and a couple of more. Yeah. At least my monetized channels, I have topics for the other channels. I just ignore them mostly, but I have a lot of content on them. Well, that's good. That's good. I have quite a bit of content now. I thought, everybody said, well, you really don't start making good videos till you have 100 up. And I thought, never would get 100 up. I don't know how many I have now, but I have quite a few because I started doing lives. That's, all right. Mrs. G said, so Cheryl, if you get 150 on one channel and 300 on the other, you get one check for 450. I don't think that's what she's saying, Mrs. G. YouTube police said, I'm not sure, but I think I have over 1,000 live streams. I think most all of them are public. Yeah, if I was starting out again and know what I know now, I would start out doing live streams and really focusing on the watch hours and, making better videos in the watch hours than the subs, because you get the watch hours and the subs are going to happen on their own. So Gary said it all goes to the same account, so yes, it would be in one check. Josh said we're almost through 2026. Debbie, what's 2027 going to bring next year? Well, I'm staying in today. I have not a clue what that's going to bring. I've got a lot of miles to go for at the end of the year. My son's getting married in 4 weeks. Is it 4 weeks? I don't know. If you want to know when, go to Tracy's channel. She'll tell you how many days, because her daughter, Tracy, with an IE, living wild and free, her daughter is getting married the same day that my son's getting married, September 19th. So I don't know, when she started the countdown, I was like, then she did that shower for her daughter, and I looked at the date on the thing, and it was like, her daughter's getting married the same day my son is. So, wars and rumors of war, earthquakes, etc. So, yes, it's inevitable. All of that. Yes, Tracy with an IE, living wild and free. Yeah. Mrs. G said, oh, that's nice, Rhonda. Congrats to your son. Yes, we're excited, very excited. So I did put some pictures. I think I only made the one video in Boise. I did a live in Boise, Idaho, but I put pictures up in the recap of the month of July. So YouTube police said, LOL, I'm at work now. So YouTube police said, I honestly don't pay much attention to the YouTube checks. I barely notice when they come in. Typically, I work at my regular job about 80 hours a week. It pays me a lot more than YouTube, doesn't it, though? Yeah. Oh, he said, I have some free time at work. I'm a supervisor and I spend a lot of time at the desk. Oh, yeah. So, yes, it was me dancing. I was the little kid. My friend Carol said, I saw that and thought, is that a little kid? And I realized it was you. Dancing next to the girl that was with me. Her name's Rachel. She's really tall, really tall. So, when we're in Idaho and they're playing some, what were they? They were Shania Twain, Feels Like a Woman. And so we were doing the electric slide to it. Do any of you collect emails? I started out doing that when I was really doing my online stuff, but Debbie Sue said, Joshua, I don't know what 2027 will bring, but I know that God has already gone before me, so I trust whatever it brings. I will go through it with faith and God. Amen, Debbie Sue. Amen. So, YouTube Please said, while I'm a supervisor, I call it stupid visor. It just seems funnier and people tend to resent supervisors. Just seems to work. So, Mrs. G agrees with Debbie Sue. So, anyway, yes. And that is so true, Debbie Sue. I I just try to stay in today. Um, and for me, that's a full-time job. And that, you know, stay in the present moment, because when I'm right here, I don't have very many problems. I don't have anxiety, and I don't get depressed. Regrets, when you have regrets and you ruminate about past stuff, is when you get depressed. And when you fixate or worry about future stuff, you get anxiety. So I try to stay in the present moment, and therefore I'm happy. Do the next right thing. Rather be happy than right, and just go with the flow. Mike said, "Yes, I just live one day at a time." Man, that's it is. It's the best way to just take it one day at a time. So, YouTube Please said, "See, here's where I would make a silly comment about my favorite verse in the Bible about footprints in the sand, or cleanliness is close to godliness." Debbie Sue said, "Mike, we posted at the same time." Sure did. Mrs. G said, "Right, Mike." Joshua, what does she look like in a heavenly body? Debbie, if you've never seen her before. The Virgin Mary, you know, we we tend to see things, I mean, they do, like plays or The Chosen or some of those, or shows on TV. They'll depict the Virgin Mary. So, I don't know. Mike Adventure Spark says LOL. So, uh, I have actually managed to almost be on here an hour, which is phenomenal. I don't know. Somebody said, do a live every evening for 30 days. I thought, I don't know. But you know what? If I just stay in today and just say, okay, tonight I'm going to do a live, and get on here and do it. So, Debbie Sue said, I can't answer that, Joshua. I've never seen her. Hope to see her one day in heaven. Sally D. A 3-hour video. You mean a 3-hour live? I might could do that on the weekend. I think, to do that I could have panel and people come on and off and on and off. That's the way to do those longer lives. And I could use my Zoom. I have a Zoom account. I could use Zoom to do that, but I'd have to learn how to do a live on Zoom. Mike said, and within an hour, I've gotten my camper set up, shower taken, and working on dinner. That's great. Cheryl said, good deal, Mike. It's a nice campground you're at. YouTube Please says, I'm also saying do a 24-hour live. Sally said, you could totally do it, Rhonda. I got your back. Let's do this. All right. Sally's going to start pushing me again. Oh. So, yeah, I'd have to do some, where I could turn my camera off and sound off and play music and go eat something and put on my PJs and Joshua said we could name a star after you, Debbie. You know, the Simply Debbie Sue star. Mrs. G said, Rhonda, you made it to an hour. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's, that's the way to do it. And I would have to probably have StreamYard, or I don't know. I'm not real technical, Gary, so it would probably StreamYard. I've you know been in it. I think I could probably motivate it, but um, I just I don't know. It's like it's pretty expensive. I don't even know how expensive it is, but and I tried to use the free version to go live one day, and I couldn't get it to work. It's not hard. So I can talk you through StreamYard or EVMux. StreamYard, I mean, I do have the free version because I can stream it to my channel from Karen's, and you have to sign up, and it's free. And I tried to go live with it, so and use it as the free version, but so hello, living my best life. How are you? That's Echo. You're more than happy to help. Well, see, I'd have to call you for you to help me. I think I saw your phone number. Oh, so you could use the free version. That's not a problem. And I could have people come up on the free version, Gary. So everyone's saying hello to Echo and Restream for $19 a month. I know that StreamYard was offering like 50% off, but I still didn't know how much it was. I haven't even looked at that. All right. Let me write it down and I will look that up. Is it expensive, Gary? Or can you do it unlimited? Oh. Don't use StreamYard if you're going to pay for it. EVMux is cheaper. Okay. Cheryl said, good to know, Echo. So, like I said, I have Zoom, and I know that I can go live on Zoom and stream it to YouTube, but I don't really know how to do that because I use Zoom on my online stuff, coaching people. So, you don't know anything about Zoom. Well, I know a lot about Zoom because I've used Zoom for a while, and but I do not know how to go live on Zoom, which that's just a learning curve. So Gary says basically the same thing. Well, if all I have to do the Zoom link and people, click on the Zoom link and they come into the Zoom and it's live, but I have to stream it to YouTube. So, and then I can have, goodness sakes, whole bunch of people in Zoom. So that might be something I need to check into because I pay for Zoom. So Mrs. G saying hello to Sally. How did I miss saying hello to you? Sally, Mrs. G is going to get a sponsorship for bra. We're going to see her model it. Oh, you did. I'm going to check it out. Evie, see, there I said Evie. She'll be in here next. If you know about OBS, it has some great options. I don't know about OBS. I don't know about any of that. Sally, don't believe that fibber from Rhonda. Fib. I think that's hilarious. Ms. G, you said it earlier. It's in the chat. I have receipts. So it's not a fib. Devil Dog isn't in here, Mike. Mike's Adventure Sparks. But he does know his stuff on Eve Mucks. Is that how you say it? EV Mucks? I don't know. It's, at this stage in the game, it's like, that's how I say it. EV Mucks. So, yep, I've made it an hour. I have actually made it an hour. So that would be my next plan. I said it was an offer, not I'm going to accept it. And don't tell Red or TT. I can keep a confidence. I do it all the time. I won't have to, Mrs. G. You'll end up telling them. You'll just blah, blah, blah. You too, please. Rhonda, it would open up a whole new world to you, but you'd have to get over your fear of the unknown. You're right. You're right. And I don't know what's that fear of the unknown of technology stuff. It's not, just gather information and make a decision. That's how you decide. You gather information and I decide because, that's, they might be in the bushes listening. Cheryl said. Oh, YouTube, please. Now I have to consider telling Red. Oh, Gary's going to blab. Mike Adventure Sparks. I know, Gary. I was just saying the dog trained me on Evu Mucks ready before I took this job. Julie Jordan Scott, you're live again. I am. I'm trying to add some lives. Mrs. G's got the smiley face with a zipper on the mouth. So, how are you doing this evening, Julie? Julie Jordan Scott's in the house. So, everyone's saying hello to Julie. Oh, Julie's saying hello to everyone back. Gary said you could even do a live stream where you learn how to work it. Would be a different kind of content to your live stream. What do you mean work it? Am I not working it now? Oh, you're busy and good. That's great. Mike said, I was trying to get Rhonda to get turned by double dollar on Evu Mucks. Mrs. G, oh my gosh, Cheryl, I hope not. And keep quiet, Gary. Hello, JJS. Gary said, if you're willing to do it on a Saturday, I'd come up and show you how to do it. Work the program. Of course you're working it, kind of. You're not twerking or anything. Work it, Rhonda. McDreamy would be so happy. He might be shocked. Oh, man, Mrs. G. You and that Mr. McDreamy. Julie said, I'm thinking about twerking and detoxing. There's an interesting combo. That is an interesting combo. I'm rebounding and detoxing. Oh, oh, wow. Well, whatever works for you, Julie, is fine. Mrs. G said, wait a minute, Julie. Ow. Gary said, all I'm saying is it can be done. Then if you could edit stuff to make a video out of your live stream about what content you think would help others. All right. Julie said, LOL, OIL, can't even type. LOL oil. Whew. Gets this late in the evening, start getting silly, right? So I know that Julie's crushing it. She's doing lives with her walk every morning. For the first time, I caught her walking this morning live. And are you doing that in the evenings too, Julie? Your road to 65, your Medicare birthday, I call it. That seems like an eon ago for me, my Medicare birthday. Next 2 weeks, all morning. Mrs. G said, oil? Julie's talking about baby oil now. OMG, not the oil, Julie. Oh. Julie said, I have tech rehearsals this week all night. Yeah. YouTube, please. If you ever need help with something YouTube related, feel free to call. I know you have some other folks that could probably help, but the offer is there. Thanks, Gary. I know that. So Julie said, next week I will be doing journaling at night. That's great. Hi, Nana. 5. Hi, Yvonne. Okay. So the other name you're using is your other channel. What's your other channel going to be about? Julie said opening night of the blankety blank monologues is Saturday. So it says, Gary, drop your digits again. Teacher Kelly, hello. How are you doing? 601. Julie said I should really go to sleep. Well, I'm going to write down. I think I already have it in my phone. So I'm going to write it down again. Oh, okay. So I got them. So Kelly, how was your first day at school? Went well. My principal took us on a field trip. I've never been on a field trip on the first day of school. Oh, Yvonne said diamond art, dot art, coloring, whatever comes along. Julie, Jordan Scott, Mrs. G, you're so fun. Cheryl said, hi, Yvonne. Mrs. G said, LOL, I was joking, but I got it, Gary. Sup, Teacher Kelly? YouTube, please said. So where'd y'all go on this field trip, Kelly? Sounds like for first day back at work. That's not bad. So, yeah, those field trips. Where I worked, we used to take the clients on field trips. It was fun. I thought, I'm getting paid to go bowling. I'm getting paid to go to the mountains. So DC United Stadium. Oh, That sounds fun. So, Julie said, I need to run, but I'm grateful for the time here. Need to sleep, clearly. Wow, United Stadium sounds great. Yeah. So, Cheryl's going to bed too. So, Cheryl's up, and I don't know, what time do you have to be at work, Cheryl? You have to drive, so you have to leave the house pretty early. So, oh, Catherine said, sorry, my bestie called. Hey, that's fine. You got to talk to them besties, I tell you. Kind of wished I could call mine, but I can talk to her. But I'm going to have to run, though. If I don't get something to eat, I may not get another chance tonight. Something tells me you won't be live when I get back. Probably not, Gary, because, you know, I'm going to shut it down for the evening. I've done pretty well. I've been on here an hour and 11 minutes. So Mrs. G, what are you going to do some videos about? Have you got some plans? You used to do some videos, long form. I watched the one you did. Um, it was something about YouTube, I think. YouTube, please. I know you don't typically do the marathon live streams. I always assume that's because you have a live. I do have a live. There's Allie G. Did you get them tacos I ate? Monday tacos. I think Julie's leaving. Julie's going to bed. Cheryl's going to bed. Gary's going to get something to eat. Looks like Yvonne's going to bed. Thanks for stopping by, Yvonne. 20 more minutes, Sally said. Oh my goodness. So they were so good. They sound good. Did you see on Kevin Colby's channel? No. Is it something new today? Sally D. Woo woo. Mrs. G said, I've been doing videos, but shorter ones lately. I just do the video, and however long it comes out is however long it comes out. That one I put up yesterday was shorter. Yeah. I saw vidIQ was live earlier. I watched a little bit of it. It's about that. It's about views. This goes into effect Monday, the 24th. Yeah. And so what I understand about it is they've changed long form videos to be the way that if you just start on it, if it just hits one frame, it's counted as a view. So it's because that's the way shorts are. If you run across a short and a couple of frames go, it's counted as a view. And I think now long form, they have to stay on it for so many seconds, 10 seconds before it will click in to be a view, but then there'll be views and there'll be, what is it? Real time views or something. So two different types of views. Yeah, that's what they said, that you'll have your views and then you'll have your real-time views or something. I don't know why they're doing that. He explains it really well. I have to watch that. See how Catherine said, I think Rob touched on that today in his video. Coffee with Deb. Hi, Coffee with Deb. This is alive. I've already kind of talked about the topic, but I am into an hour and 15 minutes. And we are just chatting. We're talking now about the new announcement for YouTube that Kevin talked about today. I don't know if you know Kevin Colby. He talks about YouTube stuff. Rob the Merry Timer talks about YouTube stuff, and they both kind of put videos out. I watched a live of vidIQ. So Debbie said I just logged on. Well, I don't know. Sally's trying to guilt jerk me into staying on for another 15 minutes. She knows I'm no, Deb, she will be on another 15 minutes. See, there she is, adding the jab in. So I've been urging Coffee with Deb to do a live. Now, Deb, I'll tell you, Sally helped me do my first live over a year ago. And she set it up and everything. And I clicked on the thing and we did a live together. And I learned how to do a live. But Sally's good to watch. Sally, taught me you can talk about stuff and talk about the subject, but you talk to the chat. And it was so important, and I watched her do that. And I have a lot of people that'll say, you keep up with the chat really well. And I thought, yep, I learned from the best. Sally taught me how to do that. And, that's what I like. I don't like to go into into a live and they don't interact with the chat. So I know I know you're trying to get me to get my hours. Oh, and I know that the longer I stay on, and there's 11 people in here, and that's great. Sally said, all Rhonda, love and hugs. Yeah, and they asked me, you do so well keeping up with the chat. And I said, Sally taught me well because that's what Sally does, And the ones that I really enjoy and like to stay in are the ones that interact with the people that are in the chat. That's, why you do lives. And so, okay, gals, let's do it. I'm a bit under the weather, so let's try to plan on next week. Okay, I'll go to your channel, Sally. Sally does lives every morning, Deb, at I don't know what time zone you're in, but you're on at 7 Eastern. So Catherine said, so what are we talking about? I'm still on the phone. Mrs. G, don't forget to do the raids sometimes to pass on the love. Mrs. G, I will do a raid someday, but you're in California, so it's still early there. What is it? 8. So is it 6 o'clock? Almost 6? Mrs. G said, no excuses. No excuses. Well, you going to walk me through it? Sally said, well, Catherine, you have to make a choice. Do you want to spend time on the phone or do you want to spend time with us? She wants to spend time on the phone. So I don't mind at all. Like I said, I kind of wished I could call my friend. I can talk to her, but she don't talk back. So my forever friend, I miss her. So Mrs. G said, I did a video. I'm telling Reds. What are you telling Reds? Are you going to tell him that you got a sponsorship? Sally said, me too, Rhonda, how special it was that my best friend's sister came and said hi today on my live. Coffee with Deb. I'm sorry, did she pass away? Yes, she did last month. We've been friends for, 1990, since 1990. Best friends, forever friends. So on you that you ain't raiding. You could just go ahead and tell him, Mrs. G, because I don't care. I don't care at all. What's Red's going to do to me? It was sad. Yeah. We were the same age. So 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. Sorry about your loss, Rhonda. Thanks, Mrs. G. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of unexpected, but um I always kind of her health was not real good, even though we were the same age, and so Catherine can talk to her best friend all she wants to. So I've lost three really best friends in the last. It's not quite 2 years. October be 2 years since the first one died, and then last year in June I lost one to cancer. She was younger. That one was. So Mrs. G said, I miss my sister. I bet you do, Mrs. G. Was she younger than you? I know that, Sally. I know you're just playing with her. So yeah, Nancy was kind of like a sister to me. Yeah, family. We were family. I knew all her family. She knew my family. I lived with her for 2 months when we came back from Saudi Arabia. So, I mean, that's that friend. Mrs. G said she was 3 years older, but I was more like the older one. Oh, how long ago did you lose your sister, Mrs. G? Sally said. I just knocked over my cup with a glass straw and broke another glass straw. So I need to go clean that up, but I'll be lurking to make sure you do your 10 minutes. Sally's a slave driver. Do you know that? She's a slave driver. Catherine, are you back? So I watched Catherine's video today. That was, you know, a lot of people struggle with the feelings you talked about today. It was great. Because a lot of people do struggle with that, and I think that's why we feel we need to explain or defend, is because we don't feel worthy deep down. I'm working on a video about that, and that was funny when you started talking about it. I thought, I already got all my notes on that one. I got a whole slew of notes right here. I think that's the next one um, gonna make. Not enough. Sally said, my mom passed away right after her 69th birthday. And you don't, so young. I mean, I'm 72. And yeah, Sally, that's my son thinks I'm going to be gone. He thinks I'm going to be gone in 2 years. I said, stop thinking it. And we won't what happened. And that's right. I mean, and that's a really hard thing when we lose our parents and they're younger. We hit their age, and it's, I mean, I've worked with clients going through it. My son went through it. My older son, when he turned the age that his dad was when he died. My first husband died when he was 47 years old of cancer. And when Bobby turned 47, oh man, he had a hard year. He kept thinking he was going to die. He's 49 now, so he's kind of got past that, but he really did struggle with that. And I think that's real common when we lose a parent that's very young. My mom was 94 years old, and my dad was 2 weeks from being 90. So there's some longevity in my family. And I don't know, as long as I keep my health, I wouldn't mind living. My mom didn't, my dad did almost up to, like 6 weeks before he died. He had a stroke, And so, but he was still out mowing the yard and doing all this stuff and everything at 89 years old. It was phenomenal. So, but that's real common that, um, so, so anyway, well, all right. We got 4 more minutes, but it's we can laugh together, we can cry together, we can lift each other up, walk through um, so many things. And that's what community is. And that's why this is so important. And I cherish my community. I really do. All right, Miss Allie G, nighttime for bed routine. See y'all soon. Thanks for stopping in. 5, 5 minutes. No, 4 minutes, Sally. 4 minutes. Catherine said, Allie, rest well. So I told you could bake another 20 minutes. You did. I didn't complain much, but I did call you on your crap. Guilt jerking me, pushing me. Allie G said, Merrick has school, so we have to get up early. I get up early. My dogs get me up. So, and it was really funny. Was it Saturday? I don't know why they slept. And I slept, and it was light outside, and I thought, what is going on? And I got up. It was 20 to 9. Never sleep that late. Never sleep that. Sally said, you'll be thinking of me when that counter goes over cha-ching, 4,000 hours. I will. I'll be grateful, just like I was grateful that I did the detox thing, because I have felt so good and I've lost 3 pounds. So, woohoo! Anyway, and I'm still eating that way. So, I am. I've added in a little bit of some dairy, and I've eaten rice. I did eat a piece of pizza. So, but I mainly really stick to no gluten, no sugar, very little dairy. I might eat some. How many Doritos? None, Sally. None. No Doritos. They probably have 24 grams of carbs in them. The idea with the 10-day, that the eating the way that Dr. Mark Hyman tells us to eat is, you keep from spiking your your blood sugar. You keep it pretty level. And when you do that, your insulin stays low, and you just naturally, if you need to lose weight, you lose it. If you need to lose visceral fat, you lose it. If as long as you're doing, I put it in another one too, Sally. After you said that, I thought, oh, I could stick that in here during the detox. I put it in one of the videos. So, B-roll forever. It will be there forever. I've got it in my hard drive, and I just pull it up and play it again. Play it again, Sam. So, um, the old woman, don't let the old woman in. I made another video that, um, about, kind of not quite like that one, but it's for seniors. Um, the old woman, don't let the old woman in. That's the one that the watch hours are coming off right now. There's like, I don't know how many watch hours are on that one, but those are the ones that was last year this time. And they're coming off. And I'm like, I finally got to acceptance with that. So, oh, anyway, and I could make another one about don't let the old woman in, but I actually say that in this one too. As of today, I need 1,000. 178, I think. And I got like 48 away from 3,000, and now they're coming off. I dropped 25 watch hours from yesterday to today. Like I said, it's that video. So, I can't, was I doing lives? I was doing lives then too. So, you know, okay, 15 hours. I'll check it, Sally, and see. That'll be good. So I'm going to leave y'all, and I hope y'all have a great evening. I'll see you in the morning, Sally. And I'll be on the other side of the screen. Y'all have a great evening. Bye, Kelly. 11 p.m. No, I'll be asleep, Sally. No, I'm not coming back later tonight. So uh, we'll have a little. I'm gonna do a little research about what I can use to maybe do a live stream for longer and have people come up. So anyway, y'all have a great evening. Thanks for joining me tonight, and I will see y'all on these YouTube streets. Remember, be you on purpose.